Hello, and welcome to this new town hall here from the headquarters of SuperOne in Tønsberg, Norway. My name is Andreas Christensen. I haven't changed my name. I'm still the founder of SuperOne, and we have some exciting stuff to tell you today. Today, we're going to talk primarily about the game, but also about the creator program we have, and how we have enhanced that, and how we are going together over the next couple of months until we're launching the game. So we're going to have an extensive Q&A towards the end of this session. I will be able to answer any questions. And I think we will answer a lot of these questions during the presentation. We have got some advanced questions. We have reviewed them. And sorry for those who submit support questions. We don't take them in public as we present, but we will answer any general questions applicable to our business, to our game, to our creator program, to whatever it's all about. So I think we should get started and start sharing the keynote. I will turn my camera off during this session and turn it on back as we move back to the Q&A. So first of all, a great welcome to all of you. I see there is a lot of people here, and a lot of people are getting excited about what we are about to release in SuperOne. And today we're going to speak about the game economy, and we're going to speak about the creator economy. These are two distinct economies within the ecosystem of SuperOne. They serve different purpose. The game economy is all related naturally to the game, and it's available in the App Store. It's compliant with all the rules and regulation for Apple and Google, while the creator economy is where we handle all the staking, all the blockchain-based components. These are not available in the App Store. They are available in our app to a certain extent, and they're available for you as creators to earn money from what takes place in the game economy. So we are about to release a new white paper where these things are very carefully explained in great detail, and we've taken a lot of effort into creating a symbiotic effect between these two economies. So I think we should get started with the game economy. What is the objective for this year, for 2023? The objective is to get the game really well established as a delightful, compelling, and entertaining experience for all those loyal fans out there, and to also achieve profitability. So that's very important for us to get into a profitable roadmap. And we will go into detail today how we're going to reach that together with you. So the game economy is what we are kicking off with, and we're going to bring it to profitability by the end of this year. So like we said in our recent newsletter, we are now heading for commercial launch on August 15 this year. We will then start marketing campaigns, and we will, prior to that, have open for paid tools in the game. We're going to review in detail what we're going to do today, and we're going to explain the implications for you as creators and token holders and stakeholders into this business. So that's August 15. And many ask why we don't open before. That's because there is a lot of things we are doing, and this is also the opening of the football season. So our marketing partners really tell us that's a great time to start and really enjoy the full autumn of business in football in August, September, October, etc. So that's why we're starting. We also have a track record this year for what we have done, and we're going to look a little bit into that now. We have a solid roadmap as we move forward, but also what we have done. It's always important to talk about what we have done. We could have been faster, but we have done a solid piece of work this year. We launched the game in beta launch in December at the end of last year, And over these 6 months, we have played 50,000 game rounds and awarded 150,000 prizes as of today. That's a massive testimonial to our platform, how it's been working. We have seen over the past weeks, or some weeks ago, we did some alterations to our servers. We had a little bit of downtime. That was scheduled downtime because we've been changing the way servers operate and connect. And we had a little bit of issues with that, but that's all taken care of, and we are now running smoothly. So without that, we have been, without our own interference, we have been operating one game every 5 minutes now for more than 4,000 hours. So it's really great. We have added animation and sounds. We have added freeze, pause, and show. We haven't opened show yet because we are accumulating statistics for it. It's going to show what people have answered. So we have created the service, and we are accumulating the statistics for it. We have opened for multi-categories, which will be imperative in our go-to-market plans that we will talk about today. We have opened for multi-language. We have only available only 10 languages at the moment. We're going to open 20 more languages the next 2 months. So we will have 30 languages available when we go into the commercial launch. That will reach more than 90% of the spoken languages in the world. We just recently released our leaderboards. I know the team are still tuning a little bit on the leaderboards, but that's about to complete this week or very shortly. So as of today, June 13, we are in an amazing position. We are 2 months away from our commercial launch. And while we're reaching commercial launch, we will continue the gaming, and we will have more than 70,000 game rounds completed, and we'll have awarded more than 210,000 actually prizes when we reach commercial launch. So that's a great runner-up for a great startup, a great roadmap, and a really good testimony to our platform. What we are about or what we are working on at the moment is the social onboarding and sharing. We have some really juicy stuff coming there because virality and sharing and easy gameplay is paramount for our success. So we have created a system where you can start playing the game without registering, and you're also able to share your own result, and including your links and everything. It will be a very smooth sharing, focusing in particular on Facebook as the biggest social media. Of course, we're going to have the paid tools, so we start making money. So these are the things we do in order to launch. There are, of course, much more we do, wallet bonuses and all this stuff, but these are the primary game-related matters we care about now as we move towards the game launch. So we got some questions about the beta prices that people have earned. Of course, yes, we're going to open for withdrawal of those. And we will also combine that with ability to purchase, whether it be loot boxes or additional credits in the game for these beta winnings. And yes, there will be exclusively discounted offerings that will be available before the commercial launch. We will not go into details here. We have some questions about it, and we are really gonna honor all of those of you that have been keep playing, giving us the valuable statistics, all the great feedback we got, everything that enable us to really create a stunning game going forward. Also, all the feedback has been really valuable. So that's amazing. And of course, you will be rewarded. If you want to take out your money, you will be able to do that. If you want to purchase something on the platform, you will do that at a very exclusive discount. That's only for those of you who have played for this money. So keep playing. It will definitely reward you. So let's talk about a little bit about news. For a couple of months ago, we entered into a whole new image deal with the number one sports imagery agency in the world. It gives us access to more than 300 million images, and their library is increasing with about 200,000 images every day. So here you see some beautiful compilation of the Champions League final last Saturday. And of course, we needed to have the Norwegian Haaland in the center as they were winning the trophy. So it's amazing quality, it's amazing access. And I can also add there are very favorable terms for SuperOne as a company and for you as creators. So a really good thing that enabled us to create much more. They are not only into football, they're massive in basket, cricket, and all other sports. So number one agency is partnered with us. Why we don't say the name is because we don't want a competition to run into this. And we have a new employee. We call him Super Elvis. And it's the world's first banana-free monkey. And he works 24/7. And is never sick. And he never complains. And is AI driven. So we have, through the use of artificial intelligence, we have started assisting our creation of questions to a level we could dream about only 6 months ago. We have really boosted our efficiency, and we are tapping into verified data sources, and we are scripting now how questions can be made. And we have enhanced the framework for this. So we are able to launch, when we launch in August, our aim is to launch with 40 clubs. And we're going to focus these clubs on 20 top clubs in Europe and 20 clubs in Americas. I'm going to revert to why we do that. So this is amazing. We needed to call this robot for something, and we called him Elvis because Elvis is still alive and is pumping and is creating great compelling content for you, for me, for everyone in SuperOne. This is a result of the advances in technology within artificial intelligence over the past 6 months. You see commercialization with ChatGPT, etc. We are at the forefront. We are utilizing this. We still need to combine it with manual work, but we have some great people working on this, and we're looking into the horizon now. Even in this year, we're going to have pretty automated stuff coming. So that's amazing. So the expansive launch we are embarking in will be top clubs in Americas and top 20 clubs in Europe. Why? Okay, in Europe, there is about 500 million people in the European Union, if we disregard the Eastern Europe. And in European Union, the average GDP, which is gross domestic product, is just an economic measurement for the economy. It's $33,000. That's pretty good on an international level. And when you look to Americas, there is about more than 700 million people. They have an average of $36,000, predominantly coming out of United States of America, while Mexico, Brazil, and Argentina have a little bit lower. So basically, these are balanced altogether. We're looking at 1.2 billion in population. And our great partner in marketing, Goal, they have 180 million fans in access to those in Europe and 150 million in Americas. So altogether, they access more than 300 million fans in their football ecosystem. They have an amazing football ecosystem. And in these two regions, they access 300 million. So our goal is very simple. We want to get 1% of that reach that we can reach through Goal. We want to get 3 million players. That's only 1%. We're probably going to get much more, but that's our target. We are modest, but we are very realistic in what our calculation now. And we want to look at having 300,000 paying players, which is 0.1%. of the total reach. Only 10% of the 1%, which is 0.1%, we want to have we want more, but we aim to have as paying players by the end of the year. This will, by the end of this year, give us a daily run rate, which is the money we make every day, of $300,000, which is amazing. It's amazing. And we're going to look a little bit into what it means in the next slide. But our primary delivery channels will be Goal, and through their Facebook and TikTok, etc., etc. We visited Goal in London last week. They have some amazing stuff. They have invested heavily into technology, and we will be able to utilize this into micro-targeting these fans to all these fan groups. And of course, we will have our own team doing direct outreach, doing different deals, but we're building from bottom up. And we're doing it these markets. We are doing in 40 clubs. We pinpointed these clubs. We have the content ready for a lot of this already. Our new image deal makes us really, really flourish when it comes to images. And the AI production create an abundance of questions. So it will be much more content as we move forward. So to see how this really works, we're going to start out with zero in-gaming revenue because we're going to use marketing funds, $10,000 on a daily basis to reward in prices. These are average numbers. So it might be that one day we have maybe only 2,000, another day we have 18,000. So these are average numbers. And I want to bring you through these numbers a little bit detail now, because I think it's important that you as creators understand what we are about to do. So the daily gross gaming revenue is the gross, is the total money spent in SuperOne through the app stores. So obviously in the very beginning, we have zero. At 100,000 players, we will earn 100,000 if they spend $1 in average every day, which is what we always use, $1, because it's a very modest figure and it gives us a good average. So with 100,000 players, we will have daily game prices. 25% of that will be in prices, and that's $25,000. And for every game, we have 288 games every 24 hours, every day. So there are, every 5 minutes, there is a game, 12 every hour, and 288 during a day. We will have, in average, $87 to give away in every game. That's based on 25% of the revenue go back into prices. So the average first prize will be $50, and the average second prize will be $25, and the average third prize will be $12. So that's approximate. There are some double digits within the calculator, but so that's amazing that already at this point this is really profitable. And if you look a little bit further down, you will see the net gaming revenue, which is the half of the gross gaming revenue, will be $50,000 on a daily basis, and it's more than $80 million in a year. And that's just at 100,000 paying players, which is very little considering we are entering into a population of 1.2 billion, and we have access to more than 300 million fans. So when you look at it and double up to 200, wow, then you're looking at game prices for every game, $174. Now we're talking $100 in first prize, $50 in second prize, $25 in third prize. That's a significant amount of money. And remember, again, these are average numbers. So there might be one game that have $500 and another one have only 25 or whatever. So we're gonna create a lot of excitement because you will not know how much the price will be before you win the game or the game complete. It will be between two numbers. So in example, between 5 and 500, but we're gonna get back to that. So when we go to the final 300,000, which is our our target for the end of this year on a daily basis, you're looking at $260 in prices in the game in average. Now we're talking massive value transfer to the players. What do you think will happen around in the countries all over the world, even in the US, in Japan, everywhere, with these kind of prices? You think it will be attractive? Yes, it will be. Definitely, it will be super attractive. And another thing we can explain today, in addition to these 3 cash prices, and we might reward even more cash prices, and we're going to distribute them a little bit differently, but these are the main principles. We're going to have the top 50 will receive, in every game, top 50% will receive super tokens, and they will be able to use those tokens to buy more into the game in terms of credits that they can buy tools. We're going to get more into detail on that later. And also when we publish the white paper, you will see all these details. And we're going to have for the top 25%, they will get even more super tokens. So we're using super token as a reward in the game a reward in the game, and you can use this super token to buy more tools, etc. That's the whole circular economy. So when you look down to the gaming revenue, the net gaming revenue, you're looking at, yes, 50,000 is 18 million, 100,000, 36 million, 55 million. It's really start creating value for the creators that will always get 20%, which is you, and the tokens that will always also get 20%, including the pool. So that's amazing how the value will really start creating already this year. And when we get to 300,000, we will definitely get to 3 million. It's just a matter of time. So an important slide, this one, to understand the basic economy and the scale up we are doing here. That's really important. And it fits very well into our business model and our real-time revenue sharing and our prospects. As you will see from the 2023 estimate, we are looking at a run rate of 300,000 players, rendering $1 a day. It's an annual run rate of $100 million. And that's what we are aiming at. And we are very optimistic to reach that level. And in 2024, we aim to grow this by 3 times to more than $300 million by adding much more content, more categories, expanding, etc. And then in 2025, we're going to grow it to become $1 billion in revenue company, not in value, but in revenue. And that's really important. And personally, I believe that we can push that billion already to 2024. But let's be modest, keep these numbers. This is the game economy. And now we're going to start talking a little bit about the creator economy. And we're going to look a little bit into the objective of the creator economy. And we already have a 50,000 strong community that's been participating as stakeholder in our platform. And the objective of 2023 is to continue to expand that creator base and provide really rewarding propositions for those who's already been with us for a while. And of course, the new one that comes into this. We've seen some changes in the crypto world, especially over the past week, where we've seen how the SEC commissioner are acting against the large operators like Binance and Coinbase. There will be changes within this ecosystem or within this industry, and we have to be part of that. So we are doing our best on legal side and everything to adapt our platform. That's the beauty of owning the platform and everything. We are not contingent upon third parties. We can adapt to and negotiate prevailing conditions whenever we want. So important part about the creator economy is how we make money. And we're going to be a little bit quick today because there's probably a lot of questions already raising hands here. So we are monetizing passion. That's the key thing. And the key about what we do is the tools in the game, the pass, the show, and the freeze that people will pay extra to enter this. We will, of course, also learn from the battle world when we open that with all the ladders, with all the levels and the towers and all that. But the very, very, very beginning is from our swipe to earn trivia game. We will earn from these tools, and people are using these tools now, getting used to them. They will more or less enter into those to really compete against these cash prices that we will render from the revenue coming from these extra services. So it's an amazing concept. It's all well engineered, and the battle royale is already there. We talked last time about the battle world. We're not going to touch that too much today, but this is how we monetize passion, and that's a really great concept, and we're getting a lot of appreciation of that when we speak to partners. So for you as creators, it's all about monetizing relationship. It's about getting players connected to you, getting other creators, and there are 8 bonuses that is kind of sparking that for you, driving that ecosystem. We have extended those bonuses now. So we have the towers, and we have the direct bonus, we have the binary bonus, we have the matching bonus, we have card bonus, spaces bonus, towers bonus, token bonus, the super token bonus, and the pool token bonus. So yes, we have a lot of bonuses, and that they're all tuned to perfection, to function on various different capacities in how you act on the platform, and how you create value, how you contribute. And there will probably be more bonuses also coming. It's part of how we do. First and foremost, we have the direct bonus that will definitely reward you directly for everything that your direct connections are doing, and that's 10%. Everybody knows about this. It's coming in. It's a very valuable, easy to understand. Then we have our binary. Our binary bonus is more structured earning, where you earn from the teams you create and how the teams populate themselves. And you can earn up to 20% in binary, because we have a double binary feature in our platform. And we also have some advanced binary engine driven by artificial intelligence that is placing your new members based to maximize your profit. We also have our binary priority into this, that is prioritizing those with the higher tiers of loot boxes. As we move on, we will get a little bit into that. So with binary priority, you're able to earn deeper into your structure with the binary. So that's the binary. And then we have the matching. We have a generational matching, where you're earning from your team's binary. You matching on your personal team's binary bonuses, and that's a generational system based on the loot box tier you hold, is 10% matching, and you can earn all the way up to 8 generations if you hold a diamond, 8 diamond generations. Or like this example, gold will give you 4 generations. So an amazing way to earn on other people's accomplishment and generational business. Then we have the token earnings, which is the super bonus or super staking. We direct 10% of all the transactions on the platform into the token in token staking. We are currently paying super. I'm probably going to continue with that for a while with reference to the legal aspects. We're going to do that, but super will be tradable. So it will be a cashable bonus. This also. Then we have the card earnings. A little bit the same. We have this amazing NFT scheme called cards inside the game. Every time somebody uses some of this tooling, premium tooling, we divert 5% into different tiers. We're not going to go into details now. Spaces, the same. We have the advertising program sorry, that will come online. And when we start rendering advertising revenue, 5%, same as for cards, will be diverted into the holder of spaces. These are all included in the loot boxes at the moment, and so you're positioning yourself for future advertising revenue. Then we have the amazing pool, and there is 7.5% that goes to this pool at the moment. And there is a limit of 600,000 pool tokens. We have sold, we have only 3,600 pool tokens left this morning. And the pool bonus will incentivize you to secure these early tokens. They are only available in the gold, platinum, and diamond. And we have now, we are at 2 pool tokens included in gold, and 26 in platinum, and 140 in diamond. The cool thing about these tokens is they seed every day. So on a yearly basis, they will multiply by 10. So if you buy a gold with 2, it becomes 20. And if you buy platinum with 26, becomes 260. And if it a diamond with 140 becomes 1,400. And fully diluted, this pool with 3 million paying players will render more than $60 in yearly bonus and represent a value north of $1,500. This is all based on a multiplier of 25. We're not going to go into too much details, but it's amazing, and it's a last call for this is being sold out. So, like we launched in the last town hall for about a month ago, the player bonus is where you earn from player earnings. Many people would like to get players placed into their accounts, and we created a player token that's embedded in all the loot boxes. And so for every player token you have, you will be assigned a player that comes to the platform without a link. Basically, that's first come, first serve. When we open commercial launch, this will open, and it will be a rat race. So those of you get players attached to you. These players, we expect one player to grow to 30 players based on virality. We base that on a K factor, or a growth of 3, that everyone recruit 3, and we do that in 6 generations. But then we consider 90% overlap in the world because people know the same people. So we only efficiently calculate 10% of that. And we also say 50% probability for this to happen. So we are pretty modest in those calculations. So we say one player will grow to 30 players. And out of this, we only think 3 players going to pay money. So basically, we expect one player token to render about $1 in bonus every month. That's a very easy calculation. One player token, the more you have, the more money you make. It's $1 a token every month. And there are, of course, these are all estimates, and we have to take those precautions into that and disclaimers. But so these are all included. And there is no cap on this, actually. It's just it will keep running because they are consumed all the time. And we will very quickly consume this once we open. And we start global marketing campaigns. We will place this regardless whether we are using a marketing partner or whatever. Players will be placed around in the system. And any marketing partner or club or star or whatever that's bringing in, they will still earn their revenue. If you remember, we had something called partner or star bonus. They will still retain that bonus. So the system is extremely flexible for this type of earnings. So player token, massive, first come, first serve, already included since the 1st of May, and really cool. So now we're going to have a very quick look on the created loot boxes and what we have done out of changes here. There are some small tunings. We have done some changes to our creative structure. We have a series of leaders that's been stepping up lately and really gonna bring this into new heights, and that's really cool. And we have listened to their input and we've done some tuning. So the way you can access these bonuses and all the content is by buying one of these creative loot boxes. And we're gonna rest with this overview today. We're starting at $10. Like we announced last town hall, we reduced the prices on the remaining loot boxes with 50%. We also adjusted the content. So I'm not going to dwell into the content now, but what we're going to say is that for each tire, there is like 5 NFTs, spaces, and cards based on the tire you're into. And that's, of course, gonna be reduced. This is a very, very, how should I say, profitable or feature-rich collection of packages. What we are doing on the gold, you will see that we're gonna have an earning cap coming in on gold and on platinum. And this is to just as a precaution, and also advice from our leaders to have that. So the unlimited will be related to the diamond. And you will see how we have super tokens. We're going to keep this price now fixed until we open on the 15th of August. From that point, we're going to have a completely different price. We're going to set the super token price internally in the app at $1. And then we're going to run that until we list the token. And we can talk a little bit more about that in the Q&A. Probably a lot of questions about that. So we have some examples here. This presentation will be released after our town hall, so you can look into it and look into the possibilities. We're going to also have this in a little bit larger capacity. So until the commercial launch, we will provide the creators with 3 unique matching rewards. So as you know, we have been doing this runway stuff, and we kind of quit the loot box thing on the date it was expiring, and then we were left with the pool thing, and we have been looking how we could reward you even more for this period we have in front of us now. There are 2 months until we go commercial, we start making money in the game, and we really want to be, how should I say, moving fast in these next 2 months, so we get a great run up to the launch. So therefore, I'm pleased to announce that we had the token match that we launched earlier. That was launched on, all this will goes from the 1st of June. Sorry to say that. Pool match has been running, but the token match and the player match will phase in from the 1st of June. So those of you who haven't got it, it will be retroscripted next 1 to 2 days. The team is deploying this. The token match is already live. That means that you get 1 free super token for every directly referred super token you sell. So if you sell a package with 1 token, which we don't have, but 1 token, you will get 1 token. This will expire on August 15th. That's the token match, very easy. Player match is exactly the same. You get 1 free player token for every directly referred player token you have. This also expires on August 15th. So these 2 are incredible, valuable ways for you to refer other people. We want to grow like I said, the objective is to grow the creator base, to get more people aligned in with our goal, and to help us really make the game successful. So now you can earn token without spending a dime. You can earn player token without spending a dime. And finally, you have the pool match. We call the pool bonus now pool match. So we have a triple matching here. And you can get 1 free pool token for every second directly referred pool token. So we beefed that up a little bit. Basically, you need to start with gold. So the way is like 2 gold packs You sell 4 pool token, you get 2 yourself. That expires when sold out. And like I said earlier, there are only 3,600 pool tokens left. So that's running out. So that's the gold mine of the pool. And then, yeah, so token match, player match, and pool match. We're going to run this. The first 2 will be until the August 15 when we open the game. Then it's no more free lunch. The pool will run, and we will probably run out very quickly. We already see an uptake on the platform, and I expect to run out the pool match tokens probably even this week. So that's first come, first serve. Get your pool tokens. Those are really, really attractive. So we're going to run this. That's how we're going to engage you and to help us and join us in engaging billions of fans all over the world. And we're now going to move to the Q&A session. And we're gonna have a little bit look what questions you have, and we're gonna start answering those. We got some questions. I mean, questions coming in prior to this during on our email, and like I said in the very beginning, we are not gonna start with. We're not gonna look into. Let me see here, and I see none of the questions here. There we have Q&A. Okay, here it's coming. Sorry for that. I pushed the wrong button. That's the way it is. I'm going to open my screen shortly. So we're going to enter here with the screen also. And of course, the first question is when we're going to list the token. Like I said earlier, and we are here to list the token, but we want to do it at the back of a successful game. And as probably all of you that's in the crypto market, you understand that these have become more and more tricky with all the legal implications. However, we have solutions to that. I'm not going to go into detail today, but we will definitely. We are also working on a complete updated white paper that caretake these new provisions that our legal team has actually inquired, which is part of the listing process. So we're going to get back to that. Now we talk about the game and the creator economy, but the listing is definitely coming up. Yes. They're asking when the token is unlocked. They will be unlocked according to the previously communicated vesting scheme that we have published in previous presentation, and it will also be updated in the white paper, etc. It's all related to when we list and onwards. There's no point opening up a lot of tokens before there is a market for it. Somebody's asking how many members we have. We have a lot of registered members, but we have about 52 or 3,000 that's put money into us. That's what we consider the paying members. So it's coming members every day here. And well, supporting questions we don't answer now. And somebody's asking why we don't give the player token to the old loot boxes. I mean, if you're buying a car from 2022 and it doesn't have a sunroof, and the 2023 model has it, you don't automatically get the sunroof. I mean, we develop this company as we move forward. We will come with new products also in the future. So if you want it, you can buy it. If you don't want it, or you don't need it, you don't just simply don't buy it. That's it. That's the way. It's a marketing thing. We've been talking about it many times about, and also getting questions and queries from you. Can we buy ourselves players? You don't need to do it. Okay. So that's why we do it. And so we don't do that retrospective. We are here to make business. We are diverting our resources into we get from sales into development into marketing, and that's the way we work this forward together. So Morris questions about the listing. Is the game free and paid upgrades? Yes, the game, and that's probably, we didn't even touch that. The game is totally free. We're going to have only the free game. The paid game we put aside for now, because we really want to focus on the free game. We think that having tens of millions of people playing the free game will be more profitable, because they're going to use these extra tools instead of having paid games. There are also legal implications to this. In order to get free in all app stores without any constraints, whether it be local regulation or religion or whatever, and also brand acceptance, we want to do the free game. We're going to do the free game, and we perfectly believe it's the best strategy forward. And we still maintain that 10% going to spend $1 a day in these tools to win these prizes. And that's the basic thing. The caps, we cannot do those retrospectives. So the caps will be scripted. The new caps on the gold and platinum will not be retrospective. It will be just going forward. So we haven't really implemented it yet, but it's something that we are about to do now. So it's the thing. So somebody's asking if the 2 goals will increase the cap to 10, and the answer is yes. It's based on the number of, it will work exactly as we have today with the lower packages. So when you reach earning of 100 on a $10 entry pack, it just pay another $10. You increase another 100, another 100. So somebody's asking about Turkey. Turkey is a part of our MENA, Middle East, North Africa countries that we really will focus on. They have, I think it's 85 million people, and some great football clubs there. We even have players that's part of SuperOne there. So it's really a great market. But like I said in the very beginning, we're focusing on 20 main clubs in Europe and on Americas, because we know in the United States, football is the third fastest growing sport. In Mexico, it's predominantly. In Argentina, it's religion. Same in Brazil. So we really want to go where we can catch fire really quickly. So that's the main thing. We know that Middle East is strongly into football. The same is actually with Asia. So that there are some really potent, great markets out there, but we can only do one thing at a time. We can do more than one, but we need to concentrate. We have published, like I said last time, 80 clubs, and we probably are up to 100 clubs, and we're going to do all of this, and we're going to do them fast. But we need to expand our organization, and we need to do, I mean, there is an order of things. We can't just expand with too many people. We need to control this. There is managerial limitation. There are technology that we are developing and testing, and that's how we move it. And yeah, there is someone asking about the token price, etc., etc. What we done, why we reduced it from 20 cent to 10 cent, is basically because we just wanted to give a last push and to stay there. The market has been pretty awful around the world. There is depression everywhere. We just want to stay there, and now we're running forward and upwards. So there is not much to discuss. And somebody's asking for daily Zooms. What I can say, we're going to release a schedule over the next 1 or 2 days. It's coming now, corporate Zooms on a daily basis with teams, both in different time zones. We're gonna step up the game on the creative side. We're gonna have more frequent information. One of the challenges we have is that the management is into so many processes at the moment. We are getting more bandwidth. We have more people now. There will be 6 or 8 leaders stepping up now. We're gonna 6 to 8 leaders. It's gonna keep running this show. They're gonna be they are highly professional. They've already been with us for years, and they're really gonna step up. So that's amazing. how many gamers are registered through the Go? We have a general how many. We are about 6,000 beta testers at the moment, which is not a lot. We haven't marketed it at all. That's going to expand rapidly. We also have some pre-commercial launch activities that I cannot talk about today, but it's going to happen during July. So well, why we are doing some changes to the login with mobile number and everything. It's about the whole social login and the whole ability on the platform. So there might be someone don't like that we remove these things. We're doing a lot of these changes to optimize the user experience. There is probably much more coming. There is also communication coming, this chatting. There's a lot of things coming. So you've probably seen that we have a little bit of irregularity on the availability on the platform. That's because we have done a lot of material changes in the DNA structure, in the database structure on the platform in order to speed up the processes. So in order to accommodate that, we needed to turn off any activity, because when we are doing this refactoring, there is a lot of relations. I mean, there is like probably 130,000 relations and different interrelations, etc., etc. And once the refactoring that we have done lately, we needed to turn it off for a while, and that's why we done it. So we don't need to do it in the future. And there is someone, if we want to pay with Visa, MasterCard, I mean, there are tons of exchanges or services where you can buy crypto with Visa, MasterCard, and then you can transfer it to us, or you can buy. We think that's sufficient for now. We already have a history over the past couple of years with a lot of people buying using crypto, and it's a good thing. So there are some complex bonus questions. We leave those. You have to fill all the spaces in the loot box packages. I really don't know what they're talking about, but probably allocating the NFTs and stuff like that. Of course, you don't need. We have a whole new marketplace for cards, for spaces, for towers, for stories and stuff that will launch as we move forward. But that's nothing to really concentrate about before the commercial launch. It's a massive store coming with different floor, different access, different stores for each level, and it's a really cool thing, and it will probably be here in around September, I think, and that's going to further enhance the game. We're going to take the game now first to commercial launch in the battle royale, then we're going to extend it in over the month of, let's say, September, October, extend it into the battle world with all the towers, with all the access to the stores and everything that's happening. Funny to see the camera moving around there. Okay. There are some questions about the binary bonus. It's there. It's 10% regular, 20% double if you have double the volume. It's all fully automated. Super Elvis role, no, and in the future. Well, that's amazing. You're asking. I mean, we're using AI technology. Everybody's using AI for something today. We've been into this for a while. I mean, it's like a year ago, I introduced double binary AI powered binary. We've been there. I mean, more than 20 years ago, I created marketing on SMS chat service that was automated based on technology, based on AI. So this is nothing new. We're doing it now because the data mining, the capability of these different services, one of them is ChatGPT, that you can test it. You can create questions on ChatGPT, but the accuracy is not that good. So what we're doing, we are using verified sources of sports data, and we are feeding that into a system And we are using our already 50,000 created question as learning, machine learning for the AI engine. And then the AI engine looks into what we have created, and then they source this new data and they create additional questions, not only on the subject matters that we put them to do. And what comes out, we need to manually review, okay? Because it can be pretty crazy. We see a lot of opportunities with this because we increase the production a lot, okay? At the same time, we do some changes in the game because basically we don't necessarily need to have questions related to a picture in the game because that's a manual process. So we are changing the game design a little bit to accommodate this. Actually, the pictures are the bottleneck now. It's not the creation of the questions, it's the pictures, the imagery. So we have this new deal with scripting API. We are directly connected. We have high volume on that. So we know what we're dealing with to get some great imagery there. And on the top of the game, you will see that the question or the statement will be on a solid background. So before we were not able, because sometimes in sport photos, the head is on top of a picture. And if we put the questions or the statement above the head and you don't see it, it's not good. So Super Elvis is working and it's going to be invested a lot of money, a lot of bananas into Super Elvis. We've been working about 3 months with a whole new framework for how we do question creation on the platform. And we're using also what we can call quasi-manual processes through Airtable that's connected to our back office, that's connected to AI creation engines. We have a multi-layered AI. So basically, we have one AI that create initial questions. Then we have an AI that's checking that question. Then we have an AI checking that we don't have that question in the database or the statement. And then we have language AIs on top of that. So it's like a quadruple level of AI. So it's an amazing time. It's easy to create. It's easy and easy. I mean, it's interesting to see how it's developing. We are there. And we see also that we're going to come with custom games. That's the next step coming also. Custom games is where you can invite some friends and you can play. Let's say you invite 10 friends, your 10 friends all together, and you can pick in the app, you can pick a subject matter. You can even write in, I want to have a game about, let's say, for argument's sake, I want to have about lions. Okay, I want to have a game about lions or elephants, whatever, animal in Africa. Bang. You can click create and you can click on difficulty level. You can click on everything. Basically, the AI engine will then create questions for you related to this on the fly. So if you have a quirky subject, let's say you're all about BMW A3. Okay, you want to create an A3 quiz, you're able to do that. And we will be able to source that data live from the net and really show it to you. So within very short period of time, you're looking at probably 30 to 60 seconds to create something like that. Well, that's coming up, and that's going to be a really cool thing where people can. But I mean, doesn't necessarily fit into the battle royale mode. It will be a private battle royale sort of with you and your friends, and there are amazing opportunities. But first thing first, main thing, out on the road, commercial launch, doing that. So some more questions. Yeah, the earning cap again will not relate to the existing. The sold loot boxes will not be affected. It's for those going forward. Okay. You don't need to play the game as a creator to get paid. There are certain activity levels that you need to log in to the app every 30 days, and you need to hold a bronze package. That's the only thing we have. Everything else is contrary to the legal provisions, and so we are not having too much of that. So more important, where is the launch party going to be? Bali. Well, the launch party, I think it will be pretty online, and we're probably going to be very exhausted. So we're never gonna put a big launch party. It's all digital today. It's all digital. We're gonna have there will be some cool events coming also, but first and foremost, we are here to get the business going. Our clients or our players, they are all over the world. So it's important that we now get boosted the platform and get the creative thing really blasting along this next couple of months. And we have a good steam. We will have great marketing coming from directly from the company, from our partners. We also have some new partnerships, but we leave that aside now. There's a lot of things happening on the corporate side in both SuperOne and the parent company Superlabs. So yeah. Somebody's asking about if you can buy gold with your game winnings, and the answer is yes, and it's going to be very favorable. Like I said in the beginning, we're going to have something special for all of those who accumulated the game winnings. It will be able to buy whatever you want on the platform at a great discount. That will come. And so continue playing and accumulate more dollars, and you will be able to utilize those. It will be very favorable. I have an amount in my mind, but let's verify it with the greater team. And we're gonna have withdrawals also coming. So it's all coming, but now we are concentrating on doing our tuning of the leaderboard, social sharing, these things, get ready for commercial launch, get the paid tools ready, and we're gonna start making money. And at the same time, of course, we're gonna reward you with what you have earned. So that's all for today. That was the last question. I think, yeah, no, one more. Yeah, it's asking if you have numerous packages, like if you have 3 gold, will the earning cap be 3 times? And the answer is yes. So there is the earning cap is package wise. So if you have 1 gold, you have 1 earning cap, you have 2, you have double, 3, you have triple, etc., etc. That's the whole point. The whole point is that when you reach that cap, we want you to continue. I mean, it's not a big deal. You earn from a gold, you earn $5,000 10 times, and you spend another 500 and you earn another 5,000. I mean, it's not a very big sacrifice. So it's just a security thing to have people to become a little bit active on the platform. Recommendations from our leaders. So fantastic. I would like to thank you all. Keep asking questions on the ask@super.one. We are here. We will release this recording. We will release the presentation. We also have a cool new video. I'm not going to do it now, but it's going to come a little bit Spanish inspired football video with some updated stuff and really cool stuff. It's coming. We'll publish it very shortly, probably not before tomorrow. I just reviewed it before I started today, and it's a little bit fine-tuning, and we're going to have it out. We also have a new creative presentation. They will probably all of this be released tomorrow during the daytime tomorrow in Europe, because we are tuning a little bit these things now, and the team is pretty busy in all time zones, and yeah, the video is cool stuff. So it's very happy. It's very vida loca and waka waka. So thank you all, and we all gonna be hard at work over the next couple of months. Of course, there's the middle of the summer. There are some holidays going on. We are still here. Reach out to us if you have any questions. My eyes is back working as normal, so we are at full throttle forward, and we are very optimistic. And we have been presenting our game and proposition to several people and several institutions, organizations over the past months, and we get 10 out of 10. So that's cool. Now it's all about getting into the market, start making money, and become profitable this year, and reach our run rate of $300,000 in revenue by the end of this year on a daily basis. as far as this happened by 31st of December, I'm happy. And from that point, it's only one way, upwards, forward. Thank you very much, and we leave it there. Thank you, and goodbye.